When I was a child, I didn't know who my father was. My mother didn't seem to care much about me either. Not because she was busy, but because she was more interested in luxury items and dating other men. The things I enjoyed most back then were playing with the kids in my neighborhood and spending time with the only person who truly cared about me, my grandma. Like me, she wasn't too fond of my mom either. When I was 10, I watched my grandma chase my mom out of her huge mansion with a walking stick.
Get out of my house, you ungrateful woman. How could you steal from me? And don't you dare deny it. Melanie told me everything.
Oh, come on, Mother. Your wrinkled pencil legs would never do this dress justice. I'm just doing you a favor by taking it.
You shameless witch! I'm officially disinheriting you!
Fine. I don't need your riches anyway. With all this beauty, I'll marry a billionaire. Clearly, my mom was delulu. And over the years, her craziness only got worse. Like this one time when I was 17, the cutest guy in my class invited me to his birthday party, and Mom decided to gate crash. And you'll never guess why. Nathan is turning 18. Mom, you can't attend his party. You're like 40. Shh. Don't you dare say my age out loud. And I'm not attending the party for Nathan. Let me guess. You plan to introduce yourself to Nathan's dad, Mr. Donald. Exactly. This is a perfect opportunity for me, Melanie. Mr. Donald is so rich. And his wife just died. Score. I cannot believe you just said that. And now, there's a little punishment for calling me old. Collect 3 eggs or stay home on Nathan's birthday. What? Here are 3 suggestions: catfish, monkey poop, and gold busker. You have 50 minutes.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shining.
Oh, wow. Good job, darling. You've got my permission. Just imagine it. I could be the next Mrs. Donald, and you better wear something nice and behave. Don't worry, Mother. I'll be on my best behavior. I wouldn't want to ruin your social climbing plans. With that, I left her room with an evil smile. Before we continue with the story, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for your continued support. Mom had no idea it was a costume party, and I had just the perfect costume. The next day, I waited for her to leave, and I crawled under my bed and took my costume out from its hiding place. I can't wait to see the look on Mom's face when she sees me. After spending hours perfecting my makeup, I wore my costume and rode my unicycle to Nathan's house. As soon as I walked in, I went straight to Mom, who was too busy drooling at Mr. Donald. Mom, do you like my nose? I got an extra one for you. Someone get this crazy clown away from me. Without warning, she grabbed a candle lighter from the party table and pointed it at me. Have you gone completely mad? Put that down. All you do is make my life miserable. Surely she wouldn't set me on fire, would she? Just then, Nathan, who was a Lion King costume, charged at Mom, and as they struggled, the lighter ended up in Mom's hair. Oh my God, my hair is on fire. Quickly, I grabbed a tablecloth, then covered her hair, but she shoved me and ran out of the party.
Well, this is definitely the craziest birthday party I've ever had.
I giggled like Nathan had told the funniest joke. And as if that wasn't embarrassing enough, I batted my clown eyelashes at him.
Are you having a seizure?
What? I was going for cute, but never mind. I have to go check on my mom. A few minutes later, I arrived at my house to find Mom throwing my clothes out on our lawn. Mom, what's going on? Needless to say, she wasn't looking her best. Some of her hair was burned and she smelled like a barbecue. I want you out of my house. I'm tired of you ruining my life. And that's how I ended up moving in with my grandma, who I loved very much. And together, we had lots of fun at her mansion. One morning, however, she woke up screaming, and when I went to check on her, she pointed her walking stick at me.
Stay away from me, you alien! You'll not take me into your alien ship.
Haha, you got me. I'm a creepy alien. I waited for her to laugh with me, but she cowered in a corner and burst into tears. Alarmed, I called her doctor, who diagnosed her with dementia. I had no choice. I had to call my mom. When she arrived at the mansion, she rushed towards Grandma. Oh, you poor thing. You don't even remember me, do you? I'm Alberta, your favorite and only daughter. Don't worry, Mommy dearest. I'm going to take good care of you. Ugh! I could already feel the scheming in Mom's voice. And sure enough, the next morning, she dropped a bombshell. Melanie, I need you to open your grandma's safe. I know she gave you her passcode a long time ago. Seriously? That's what you care about right now? Open the safe or I'm placing you under house arrest. Say what now? You heard me. Just give me the passcode. The safe is probably empty anyway. Actually, all of Grandma's jewelry is in there. And before she lost her memory, she told me she was going to give it all away to charity. All of it. Ugh, you demon child. With that, she shoved me into my room and locked it. That night, while I slept, someone touched my face. When I opened my eyes, a dark figure was standing over me.
Hello, Melanie. It's me.
Grandma, you remember my name? And how did you get in here?
Sit down, dear. I have something to tell you.
And you'd never believe what she told me. What do you mean? You faked your illness?
I did it to test you. I knew your mother would try to steal from me, and I wanted to see if you'd help her. I'm so glad you didn't. I'm so sorry she locked you in here.
I'm okay, Grandma. Actually, I have a revenge plan. Tie this around yourself. I handed Grandma a white bedsheet, and as I told her my plan, I used my makeup to paint her face and hands white as a ghost. To complete the look, I added some long stick-on nails to her fingers.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Trust me, Grandma. Mom is very afraid of ghosts. She even sleeps with the lights on. We both laughed as we headed to Mom's room in the mansion. Are you ready? As soon as she nodded, I kicked the door open, and Grandma walked into the room, just as Mom woke up screaming. Get away from me!
My dear Alberta, I have a message for you. You need to leave this house, or evil shall befall you. Men will flee at the very sight of you, and all your designer clothes will shrink 3 sizes too small.
Oh no, not my Gucci dresses. As Mom continued to scream, I rushed in. Mom, why are you screaming? There's a ghost. What? Where? She's right there. I was this close to bursting into laughter, but I had to stay in character. What are you talking about? Mom, there's nobody else here. Just you and me. But she's, I need to get out of here. And that, my dear viewers, is how Mom left the mansion barefoot and in a nightgown.
Did you see how fast she ran?
Yeah, with that speed, she's probably approaching Mars by now. We both burst out laughing as we high-five. A few days later, Nathan sat beside me at the fountain as I told him my crazy story.
I can't believe your grandma faked dementia.
I know, right? She's so crazy.
So, what happens now?
Well, Mom is still talking about ghosts, and she's still out of Grandma's will. So that means I'm going to inherit everything.
Please don't spend it all on clown costumes.
I giggled, but this time I wasn't embarrassed. I kept giggling until Nathan joined me.
Hey friends, I'm Daisy from Betty, and this is my crazy story. Please like and subscribe. I was born to a single mom who was thrilled to see that I was a beautiful baby. Everyone at the hospital wanted a glimpse of me because my mom was a superstar ballet.
OMG, look at her eyes, just like her mom's. Gosh, her eyes, nose, lips, everything screams perfection.
Of course, she is my daughter. She can be nothing less than perfection.
Growing up, Mom wanted me to follow her footsteps and become a world-class ballet dancer. And I wanted that too. Watching Mom on the TV mesmerized me. When I was just 3, Mom hired the best coach for me, even built a dance studio in our villa. When I was 6, I won my first gold medal, and Mom made my routine even tougher. I had to wake up early and practice every day no matter what. I so hated the routine, and I wanted to be like normal kids. Have fun, have friends, and yeah, go to school. So on my 7th birthday, I asked Mom to send me to school, but she totally freaked out.
School? Gosh, among common people, never.
What? Fine, then I'll never ballet. By making me practice all the freaking time, you've already sucked the fun from it.
Saying that I threw the worst tantrum ever and ended up kicking the cake off the table. Well, Mom was pretty pissed, but I was as stubborn as she was, and I stood my ground. When I didn't practice for weeks, she had no choice but to cave in. I was pretty excited for school, but it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. All my life, I was used to wearing shiny clothes and makeup. But when I entered the school, I felt all eyes on me. The staring and whispering really made me nervous. And I didn't even see a girl coming my way with a glass of slushy in her hand. And we both ended up bumping into each other.
Oh my god, I can't breathe. This jacket costs more than $4,000. You'll have to send it to France for dry cleaning. Huh? This trash. Gosh, you're a rich snob, aren't you? You should thank me that I dropped slushy all over that ugly jacket. It really looks better now.
And then all the kids standing around us started to laugh. I just ran to the bathroom and washed my face and took off the shiny jacket. I so wanted to be normal. And my first day started off on the wrong foot. As for studies, I learned I had a lot of catching up to do. So I started working my butt off to be at the same level other kids were.
Come on, Betty. It's time to practice.
No, I have to figure out this math problem first.
What? That's why I was so against you going to school.
Seeing Mom lose her marbles, I had to leave my homework and practice. But the next day, when the teacher saw my notebook, she was furious and said I wasn't taking studying seriously. I was made to stand in a corner, and I so wanted to just magically disappear. Kids avoided me, and I was even called the Ice Princess just because I felt nervous talking to people, and they'd already decided I was a snob. When someone thought I was being rude, I was just struggling inside to say the right thing. Things were pretty much the same till high school. I'm dancing ballet and also studying, and because of the many breaks I had to take to compete, my studies were suffering. One time, I came back from school feeling angry because I'd gotten a C on a math test, and the moment I entered my bedroom, a crazy-looking girl hugged me.
Oh my god, stop it! Who are you and why are you in my room? Someone help me and get this crazy girl away!
But the girl just gave me a goofy smile and started saying something in a language I didn't understand. Who was she? Right then, my coach came running and moved the girl away from me.
I'm so sorry. This is my niece Gabriella from Spain. My sister sent her to me. She wants to become a ballet artist and she's kind of your fan.
Just fan? No. I am your greatest fan, you. You are like my idiot.
She means idol. Her English is not the best.
I then got to know that Gabriella was staying at our place with her aunt. But the next day, when I was getting ready to go to school, I was shocked to see Gabriella with a backpack. Turns out the coach had gotten her in the same school as me, and she was even in my class. Bummer. Because I knew how ruthless kids could be towards new students. The entire way to school, I kept telling her how I had her back.
If anyone messes with you, you tell me, and I'll tell the principal. Don't let anyone bully you.
The girl instantly grabbed my hand and started kissing it.
Oh, Betty, you're so kind. I love how you sympathize with me.
Synthesize? You mean sympathize?
Yes, that.
At school, I kept Gabriella with me. I was protecting her like a mother goose. I wasn't gonna let anyone make fun of her. But during our health education class, something bizarre happened. The teacher was giving us a lesson on how to rescue someone who might be drowning and seeing a dummy in the water. Gabriella just lost it.
I save her. Nobody panic. I got her.
But Gabriella, it's just a dummy.
No, Betty, you can't call people that word.
She then jumped in the water and dragged the dummy and performed CPR on it.
Don't you dare die on me. Don't you dare.
The whole thing looked like a scene from a movie. In the end, when Gabriella realized it was actually a dummy, she started laughing. But right then the teacher clapped, saying that she had never seen any kid take CPR lessons so seriously, and she was proud of her. What? I literally can't even. I soon realized I didn't need to worry about Gabriella at all, even though the girl seemed to have an IQ lower than a plant. All the teachers and kids loved her. And I just kept wondering how even worse it seemed like every guy in school had a crush on Gabriella. All the boys would be talking about how cute and funny she was. Every day when Gabriella opened her locker, chocolates and love notes would fall out.
Sometimes I think the school is Hogwarts.
Hogwarts? Why?
Every day I wish for chocolates and I get chocolates. Totally magical. Here, have some.
I didn't get why everyone liked her so much. One time, Gabriella and I were sitting in the cafeteria and having lunch when a guy came and sat next to me, making me so nervous that I couldn't even look up. He was the school's most handsome guy.
So I was wondering if you would like to go out with me this weekend.
I don't think so. I have to practice for a tournament. How about next week?
Oh, Betty, don't get so ahead of yourself. I would never want to date the Ice Princess. Gabriella, what do you say?
OMG, I felt so embarrassed. And when I realized that everyone was looking at me like I was some animal straight out of a zoo, I ran to the bathroom and locked myself in. I felt humiliated. A while later, I heard Gabriella knock, and right when I opened the door, she looked worried.
Oh, Betty, that was so rude of that jerk. Don't worry. I gave him a slap.
But why? It wasn't his fault. It was me being stupid. Why would I think anyone would like me? Everyone thinks I'm a snotty witch. They call me the Ice Princess.
But why does everyone like you? How can I be more like you?
Gabriella smiled. Just stop caring. I know I appear dumb sometimes. Okay, maybe a lot of times. But I don't care what anyone says or thinks. Just be the awesome you. Her words warmed my heart and I hugged her. After that day, Gabriella and I started going out together. She would be with me at school and watch me practice on the ice. In a few weeks, I'm going on the biggest ballet adventure yet, and I'm quite excited about it. One time when I went to practice, I saw Gabriella dancing ballet and I was completely independent of her activities. So much so that I told her that she should compete too, and she seemed to like the idea.
Being on the same ice rink as my idol.
I couldn't help but smile. Gabriella was kinda adorable. But when Mom found out about Gabriella also participating, she went ballistic, saying how stupid I was to encourage my competition to be in the tournament. But I ignored her. Gabriella wasn't competition, she was my friend. But on the day of the tournament, something bizarre happened. Gabriella wore an exact replica of my costume.
What's this? You copied my design. I was working on this costume for a week. We look like twins now.
It seemed odd, and when Gabriella performed, I was shocked because she wasn't just good, she was fabulous. So when it was my turn, I had to improvise and make my routine look more thrilling. When the marks were announced for the first round, I was in the first spot and Gabriella was second. But still, the press was running towards her, calling her a breakout star.
That girl! She used you. She acted all innocent and adorable. And look, she's stealing your limelight. I'm telling you, that girl is up to something, and you'll only realize it when it's too late. She's a backstabber.
My heart sank, hearing Mom's words. Perhaps she was right, but I had the second round of the tournament to worry about. Now, I went to change into my costume, and when I took it out of my bag, I saw it was torn from the middle. I felt like I couldn't breathe. And just then Gabriella came running towards me.
Who did this? I'll kill them. Huh? Don't act so innocent. I know it was you. Just go away. Betty, I swear. Just leave me alone. Mom was right about you. You stabbed me in the back. But
before she could say more, I lunged at her, and right then Mom walked into the locker room with some people.
See, this is your breakout star using unfair means to win. First she copied Betty's costume and then destroyed her new one. And now she's attacking my daughter.
Well, Gabriella was disqualified right then. Thank God Mom came in right in time and she had an extra costume, so I was able to perform. In the end, I was one of 3 contestants selected for the final round. At home, Gabriella came to talk to me, but I slammed the door shut on her face. I didn't want to talk to a backstabber. Later, I woke up in the middle of the night to get some water and heard some sounds coming from Mom's room. She was talking to my coach.
You're fired. Pack up your things and get out. I hired you to make my daughter the best, not bring in a competition for her. If I hadn't taken matters into my own hands by ruining that dress, my Betty would have lost the title. Take this money and get lost.
She then wrote a check and threw it in my coach's face. What the heck? It was because of Mom that Gabriella was out of the competition. I felt horrible at that moment. I knew what I had to do. The next day, when Mom and I reached the stadium for the final round, I had a surprise for her. After the first contestant performed, it was my turn.
Are you ready? Yes. But are you sure? Never been more sure in my life. Show them what you got, bestie.
Saying that, I hugged Gabriella and took her to the stage. Watching her enter the stage at my place, Mom totally lost it and was running towards the organizers. But I stopped her and told her how I knew the truth.
You stupid girl, and laugh. You have to play dirty to get to the top. So what if I played a little dirty for you? But you blew your big chance.
I don't care. I choose to play fair.
I then ran to watch Gabriella perform, and she was breathtaking. When she was done, the audience threw roses at her, and I could see tears of joy in her eyes. And I was so happy for her. It was no shock when Gabriella was announced the winner of the competition. As she received the trophy, she took the mic.
This trophy was my dream, and I dedicate it to my idol, Betty. Thank you, Betty. Thank you for believing in me. Get over here, girl.
Betty and I waved at the crowd and then hugged. It was the sweetest victory ever.
Hey guys, Casey here again. Today I'll give you a glimpse into my past and show you why my feelings toward my birth mom and stepmom are the way they are. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My parents got divorced when I was just 5, and I've always lived with my stepmom, Polly, and my dad in a huge mansion. Since Polly was a successful fashion designer, she had an elegant taste, and my mom, well, let's just say she has a flair for the dramatic. Once when I was 6, I was at the school talent show, and Polly was putting some final touches onto my costume.
You look fantastic! Oh, this is gonna be so much fun!
Oh, thanks, I hope so. I love our teamwork. Just then, Mom burst in, wearing a ridiculous raccoon dress with a cumbersome tail that kept getting in her way and knocking over objects.
Oh, hi there. Your outfit is noticeable.
Oh yes, I know I'm going to sing opera, but I'm afraid people might faint because they might not be able to handle how amazing my voice is. The judges won't be able to resist my stunning outfit.
Ugh, it's not a competition, Mom. But Mom just walked off onto the stage and started singing. She was an opera singer before her marriage, and she did have an incredible voice. But only after 5 seconds of performing, she made a ridiculous dance move and fell to the floor. Polly rushed over to help Mom.
Oh dear, that's really unfortunate, but it could happen to anyone. Here, let me help you fix that.
Oh, you think this can be fixed? If this happened to you, you'd be crying like a baby. Get your hands off me, you stupid woman!
Everyone in the crowd was laughing at Mom, and I felt humiliated, and the incident really affected me because just 2 days later, I ended up picking a fight with some kids and landed in the principal's office.
Casey, I'm really disappointed about the fight today, which is why I've called your mom and stepmom to discuss this.
That's it? So kids fight all the time. Why are we wasting our time here?
He's the principal. Let him talk.
We take any form of aggression very seriously in this school. Can you tell us what happened, Casey?
I got angry at a few kids for making fun of my mom, so I hid their lunches.
Otta Girl serves them right for mocking me in my gorgeous outfit. In fact, let me teach them a lesson.
With that, Mom left the office and went running to the cafeteria and started screaming.
You think my costume is funny? Have you seen the way you guys dress up? I should be laughing at you because your sense of fashion is a joke.
The kids stared in shock, and some of them even started crying.
You'd be so lucky if you got to wear outfits as magnificent as mine. If I hear you've mocked me again, I'll make sure you're only allowed to wear polka dot socks for the rest of the year.
Well, that's one way to handle it.
The principal called security, who took Mom out while Polly apologized on her behalf. Honestly, I was getting tired of Mom's behavior. She was crazy and embarrassing. I even started making excuses to visit her less often. I loved hanging out with Polly because she was so much more intelligent and sophisticated. Once in 7th grade, I was supposed to visit Mom, but I lied that I was busy working on a school project. Polly and Dad had to go somewhere and they couldn't find a babysitter. I knew Polly would never invite Mom to stay with me, so I had the place to myself and I loved it. But an hour after they left, I got hungry and decided to cook something. While I was taking tomatoes out of the fridge, I slipped, fell, and passed out.
What kind of circus are you running here? You were supposed to be watching her. Unbelievable.
We didn't know she'd be cooking while we were out. It was an accident. Let's focus on Casey's well-being now.
Huh. You two couldn't take care of a cactus, let alone a child. I'm gonna tell everyone about this.
Casey is doing fine. The burn is major though. Her arms and legs are really hurt and she'll need some weeks to recover.
Great! Can we see her now?
Of course.
Not you. You've done enough, you dumb witch.
Mom burst into my room, threw herself on my bed, and started crying like a hyena. That entire week as I recovered, Mom constantly fought with Polly until Dad decided it was better for Polly not to visit me at all. But that was nothing compared to the half day I discovered my mother had filed for custody. And worse, she'd won it. Suddenly, I had to live with Mom instead of Dad and Polly, and it was really tough on all of us, especially me, because now I had to deal with her constant craziness. So, when they invited me over to dinner one day, I was over the moon. It was their anniversary, and I wanted to look my best, but my scars were still fresh. So even though it was pretty hot, I chose a long-sleeved outfit. Just as I was ready to leave, Mom walked into my room.
You're wearing that in this heat? You must be boiling.
I feel fine in it, don't worry.
Fine, suit yourself, but don't blame me if you're uncomfortable all night.
Feeling fairly confident, I arrived at Dad's place, and Polly immediately pulled me into a hug, and she didn't comment on my outfit even once. I won't lie, it was uncomfortable to wear full sleeves, and even kids at school gave me crazy looks for dressing up like that, but some of them were nice. I even made some new friends, but there was no one I was really close to. I think God heard me whining because one day after school, I walked into Mom's apartment to find a boy on the couch playing with some toys. Mom, who's this?
Oh, right. I forgot to tell you this is your half-brother Ethan. His dad had custody, but he's been really sick lately. He's asked me to take care of Ethan for a while.
My what?
You're my sister! I'm so happy to see you!
He hugged me, but I just stood there dumbfounded. I had a half-brother and Mom kept it for me all this time. Mom, how could not tell me about this before? Does Dad know? Mom, I'm talking to you. Get off your freaking phone.
Oh my god. Do I have to tell you everything? You know now. Anyway, I'm tired. You two get to know each other.
After the initial shock subsided, I realized it wasn't Ethan's fault that Mom had kept him a secret from me. Having him around actually brought some unexpected joy into our home. One day, Ethan and I were in the living room playing a game. All right, let's see your best chicken moves. He got up and started doing the most awkward, hilarious. We were having a great time and then Mom walked in.
What is all that noise?
Just a little chicken action. Mom, wanna join?
Mom was hesitant for a moment, then decided to give it a try. She started flapping her arms and attempted a few clumsy dance moves, but suddenly she lost her balance and fell, hitting her head on the coffee table. Mom, are you okay? We rushed to help her up, and after a visit to the doctor, it turned out she had a mild concussion and needed to rest for a week. Ethan and I spent the week bonding over board games, movies, and even more silly dance sessions.
Living with Dad was kind of tough. He's always busy, and I've had to move schools a lot.
That sounds hard, Ethan.
Yeah, but I've always admired you. I wished I could be part of your life. Dad once told me about you, actually, and I made a secret account on Instagram and started following you.
I wish I'd known about you earlier, but I'm so glad you're here now. From then, our bond grew stronger, and it really felt like we were becoming a family. That is, till one day, Mom decided we needed family bonding time, so she planned a trip to the beach. Despite the heat, I was wearing long pants and a light jacket. I could feel stares from other people at the beach, but I didn't care. My scars were my business and no one else's. But when Dad and Polly showed up, Mom lost it.
Heck! Who invited you? What are you doing here?
I did. They're part of my life too, and I want them here.
This is unbelievable. You always find a way to ruin everything.
No, Mom. You're the one who's always causing drama. For once, can't we all just enjoy a day at the beach? Despite my best efforts, Mom refused and continued to throw a tantrum. Eventually, Dad, Polly, and Ethan and I decided to leave her on the beach and enjoy the day on her own. A few hours later, when Ethan and I got home, we found the apartment turned into a weird tribute to Mom's opera career. Everything was covered with her performance, posters, reviews, costumes, and props, and Mom was sitting there in another ridiculous outfit. Why was she always so attention-seeking?
You're back. I hope you had a great day at the beach with your little family.
What's all this, Mom?
It's a reminder of who I am, who the real star of this family is. You think you can just live your life without recognizing my greatness? Think again.
Just then, I caught Ethan's eye and we both burst out laughing at the absurdity at the scene. But Mom wasn't the least bit amused. She started singing and wouldn't stop for hours, and finally Ethan called Dad to come and take us, and we both left with him. We stayed at Dad's for a few weeks, and Mom tried contacting me several times, but I never responded. I was done with her craziness. As months went by, life seemed to get back to normal with Polly and Dad, and I was happy. And one day, I received a mysterious Instagram message from an account with no profile picture asking me to meet them. The person was claiming to be some long-lost sibling of mine. I thought it was a prank, but the person kept sending messages and begging for a chance to talk. So after talking it over with Polly and Dad, I decided to give it a shot. What did I have to lose, right? I arranged to meet the anonymous person at the cafe, and even Polly and Ethan came along. We were nervous but curious. When I finally saw who it was, my mind went blank. It was a girl, and she looked so much like me and Ethan.
Hi, I'm Alex. I know this sounds crazy, but I think we're siblings.
You too? How are we just hearing about you?
Our mom didn't want me to have any contact with you. I've been living with my dad and stepmom, and I only recently did some digging and found out about you guys. I've been looking for you two for a while now.
My dad told me too that it's Mom who didn't want me to know about you, Casey.
You know what, guys? We're going to talk to her right now. Come with me. With that, we took off for her mom's place to confront her. When we got there, she was shocked to see all her kids in one place, and then she started crying like a banshee. I tried to make her calm and sat her down. Mom, just tell us why.
You already know why, Casey. I clearly have some issues and can't take care of 3 children. I'm getting therapy, I swear. And it's not even the first time. I just didn't want my kids growing up with some weird, embarrassing psycho mom, and I knew they had nice families. Ethan lived with his dad and Alex too. I wasn't around, but I always knew how my kids were doing.
But you clearly chose to raise Casey and be a part of her life. She had a better life knowing who her real mom is.
Oh, honey, what better life? She's the miserable one dealing with a crazy mom like me. She's my oldest, and it was hard to be away from her. But with you two, I had more courage and more people to support my decision. What I did is unforgivable, and I hope you understand me.
We were all speechless, and Ethan was crying. Alex looked like she would burst into tears any moment too, but Mom looked worse. You should have just told us, Mom. It would have been nice to know my siblings.
I'm so sorry, but I'll try to make it up to you all. Speaking of which, I found a really good skin doctor, Casey, and he said he can fix your arms and legs so you can finally wear some decent clothes. Polly can help you.
We all burst into laughter while still in tears. That was Mom for us. We decided to put everything behind us and give Mom a chance. It was a hard decision, but with our parents' love and support, we had hope for a better future. Set boundaries with those who harm you. Trust in a real chosen family. Insist on honesty over secrecy. Take control of your life and forgive while still protecting yourself. Ready? Let's go! Woohoo! Yep, that was me, Meave, celebrating my 12th birthday and looking at me back then. You'd never guess that when I was 3, I'd been in a coma for 8 months. When I finally woke up, my mom cried like the world was ending. And my dad, he swore he'd never say no to me ever again, which basically meant I got breakfast in bed every morning, like an actual princess. But then, just a few days after my birthday, my little brother Jace was born, and just like that, all those privileges were gone.
The baby needs sleep.
The baby needs food.
The baby needs a diaper.
It was like the whole house switched to baby first mode, and when Jace turned 5, it got even worse. The kid followed me everywhere I walked. He followed, I sat, he climbed, I closed my door, and he banged on it like he's chasing bad guys or something. Oh my gosh, I just wanted some space. After complaining a million times, my parents finally gave in.
Maybe we should hire a babysitter.
Yes, finally! That's when our very own Mary Poppins showed up.
I'm Elise. I'm Cheternized.
Sorry, what? This is the babysitter? Honestly, my parents looked unsure too. I mean, who lets a 14-year-old watch a 5? But then Jay suddenly started screaming for no reason. Elise immediately crouched down in front of him.
Hey, little monkey. Do you know this song? It goes.
Jace crept up instantly. I swear it was actual magic. My little brother's pretty fussy too. My parents are always busy, so I'm kinda used to this.
Wow, you're really good with kids.
That's it? She's hired.
From that day on, every single day at 3:30 p.m., Elise rang the doorbell right when I got home, ready to flop on the couch, eat Cheetos, and binge Love Island.
You two go rest. I've got him.
My parents didn't hesitate. They disappeared upstairs like they'd escaped prison. 2 gentle pats later, Jace was asleep like a puppy. Elise cleaned so fast, I didn't even notice my hoodie had vanished from the floor. Then she cooked dinner, like real dinner. So good, my dad almost cried.
You're like the daughter I never had.
Hello. I was sitting right there. It's almost Jace's birthday, so I went to my room to grab the decorations, and Elise was already there, wearing my scarf my dad gave me, using my lipstick my mom bought for me. Excuse me, what are you doing in my room?
Oh, Maeve. I just wanted to know what it feels like to live like you.
Didn't your parents teach you not to touch other people's stuff? Elise stopped smiling. Her face stayed calm, but her voice turned cold.
No, Maeve. You of all people wouldn't understand. Not everyone gets your life, a room of their own, a complete Emily, nothing to worry about. I'm desperate for a life like yours, and I'll do anything to get it, even replace you.
The room felt empty, like all the air disappeared. I ran downstairs and told my parents everything, but before I could finish, Elise appeared behind me, looking completely broken. What the?
I'm sorry. My parents abandoned me. I don't have a home anymore. I don't have anyone.
Oh, no. You poor thing.
Maybe letting Elise stay with us for a while is okay.
Stay? Stay where?
Your room's big enough. Maeve, Elise can share with you.
And before I could even argue, Elise had already taken half my room. From that day on, my life turned into a nightmare. One morning, she was using my Dyson hairdryer, the one I hid at the back of my drawer. That afternoon, she ate all my Cheetos, left the bag empty and stuffed, stuck a note on it.
I thought you didn't want these anymore.
And at night, I caught her reading my diary like it was Cosmopolitan magazine.
Ooh, does Jaden at school know your dream about him riding a unicorn to take you out for bubble tea every night?
I lost it and ran to my parents. But when they came back, Elise was already holding Jace, humming softly, looking like an angel. My parents looked at her, then at me.
Maeve, don't be so harsh. Elise is very considerate.
I was speechless. Using Jace as a shield? That crossed the line. No way. I had to win my brother back. That night, I secretly ordered Jace's favorite gift, Robodino 5000. But the next morning, when Jace opened it, the robot had lost its pair of horns.
I don't like it. I'm not playing with Maeve anymore.
Just then, Elise walked in holding a Robodino, the exact same one, brand new. Jace's face lit up instantly. Wait, that's the one I bought. She stole it from me.
No, that's not true. I bought it myself with my babysitting money. I just wanted Jace to be happy.
Maeve, why are you acting like this?
Stop picking fights for no reason.
What? Why did no one believe me? If that's how it was, I'd prove I could be thoughtful too. So I secretly took my parents' wedding rings and brought them to a jewelry shop to get them polished. Couldn't imagine how surprised they'd be when they saw them shiny and new again. When I was done, I put the rings back exactly where they belonged. Then I waited, excited. But when my parents opened the jewelry box, it was empty. No way.
Maeve.
I swear I didn't. Elise, it was her. As if it had been scripted, Elise appeared in the doorway.
I saw Maeve throw your rings out the window.
What?
I searched everywhere to find them because I knew they were important to you.
Shut up. Mom, Dad, you can't seriously believe her.
That's enough, Maeve. You can't keep blaming Elise every time you mess up.
Go to your room. You're grounded.
I stood there, completely frozen. Why was this happening? That night, I couldn't sleep. My chest felt tight, full of anger and injustice. Then I heard my parents talking downstairs.
I don't know her anymore. She's getting more and more rebellious.
I looked into some boarding schools, places for teens who were hard to manage. Maybe that kind of environment would suit Maeve right now.
Hard to manage? They talked about me like I was a burden. What if I wasn't their real daughter? That would explain how easily they could just send me away. The next morning, while my parents were at work, I quietly snuck into my dad's office and searched through every drawer. And then I found it. An old yellowed envelope stamped with the name Sunshine Orphanage. Inside were child transfer documents being signed by my parents. But what shocked me to my core was the date. It matched the exact time when I was in a coma at age 3. My parents had sent a different child of theirs to the orphanage, which meant I had another sibling I never knew about. My heart dropped. I ran straight to the address on the envelope. The nun there greeted me kindly, and when I showed her the papers...
Ah, yes. I remember that little girl. At the time, your parents were struggling financially. They couldn't afford to care for the child.
Financial struggles. Of course. Back then, they were spending everything to keep me alive. It was me. Because of me, that baby, my sister, was left behind.
Later, they did come back to take the child home, but she had already been adopted. After that, we left, lost contact.
I went home, feeling heavy and sick inside. I wanted to talk to my parents, but Elise stayed glued to them, laughing, making them smile like a perfect family. I'd just wait. Then the next day, my parents went out again, leaving Elise to watch Jace. I stayed in my room, trying to process everything, until Elise suddenly burst in, pale as a ghost.
Maeve, Jace is gone.
I ran downstairs. The front door was wide open. The yard was empty. We split up, searching the neighborhood, shouting his name until our voices were gone, asking everyone we passed. Then, in a quiet corner of the nearby park, I saw a small figure curled up under a tree. It was Jace. His face was burning red, sweat everywhere. He'd passed out from a fever. Been called Elise. Immediately, we rushed to the hospital. Hospital? Later, when Jace finally stabilized, my parents arrived. They didn't say a word to Elise, but the look in their eyes said everything. Equal parts worry and disappointment. I looked at Elise for the first time. She looked truly terrified, afraid my parents would abandon her too. And suddenly, the image of that baby left at the orphanage flashed in my mind. My chest tightened. Hey, they're not blaming you.
Don't. I don't need your pity.
That night, while my parents were handling Jace's discharge papers, I stepped into the hallway to get some air. And that's when I saw Elise talking to the nun from Sunshine Orphanage. She looked completely shaken. The second she saw me, she turned and ran.
Oh, Maeve, you're here.
Sister, do you know Elise?
I suppose there's no point in hiding it anymore. Listen, Elise is that little girl your parents sent to the orphanage back then.
Everything went silent. The nun's words echoed in my head, and suddenly everything made sense. Elise hadn't just stumbled into our family, she'd found us. The jealousy, the obsession with my life, the need to replace me, she was pouring all her pain of being abandoned onto me, because in her eyes, my parents chose me over her. I ran home after Elise, my heart pounding. The moment I opened the door, I heard crashing upstairs. I rushed up and froze. Elise was destroying everything in her room. Elise, stop, I know everything now. My words didn't reach her at all. Elise kept tearing everything apart until the room looked like a battlefield. Right then, the front door opened. My parents came back from the hospital carrying Jace. The second Elise heard their footsteps, all that rage vanished, replaced by a shaking, terrified look, like a kid being bullied.
I'm so scared, Maeve. Maeve totally snapped and destroyed all my things. She said it was my fault Jace got hurt, that she didn't want me here for even one more second.
My parents looked at me, their eyes were heavy, disappointment pointed in a way that made my chest cave in.
My Evie, did you do this?
Tell us, was it you?
Yes, I did. My mom covered her mouth. My dad just closed his eyes like he was letting out a long, tired breath. That silence hurt more than any scolding ever could. If you think I should go to boarding school, then I'll go. My parents froze. They had no idea I'd overheard their conversation, but I knew exactly what I was doing. If stepping away could make Elise feel safer, then I would do it. Maybe this was the only way to make up for what I'd unknowingly taken from her all those years ago. The next morning, before getting into the car for boarding school, I left a letter on the dining table. I told my parents that truth, everything Elise hadn't been brave enough to say. I admitted how selfish I'd been, how I took their love for granted, how I'd never really appreciated my family the way I should have. And at the end, I promised that when I came back, I'd be different, a real big sister, a daughter they could trust. Life at the boarding school moved slowly, each day cutting through me with a kind of sharp clarity. There were no privileges anymore, no arguments, no one else to blame. It was just me, face to face with the person I really was. When I finally finished the program, my parents and Jace came to pick me up. The moment they hugged me, it felt like home again. And then I saw Elise standing behind them. She hesitated, then stepped forward.
Maeve, I'm really sorry.
I didn't let her finish. I pulled her into a hug, holding her tight, her tears soaked into my shoulder. It's okay, I'm home now. On the most luxurious yacht ever, everyone was hyped, celebrating my 18th birthday.
Fireworks. We gotta light some fireworks.
Love that idea. He dashed off, came back with a pile of fireworks and lit them up. Sparks exploded across the night sky. I was dancing when I caught a whiff of something burning. Run! The yacht's afire! Thank goodness everyone made it to shore. My birthday bash ended way earlier than planned. I dragged myself home exhausted, only to find Mom and Dad waiting on the sofa. Hi, my favorite parents.
You still sound cheerful. After wasting a fortune on that party and nearly burning down a yacht, you think money's just paper?
Isn't money like the one thing we never run out of?
From now on, you'll earn your own. Then you'll understand its value.
No way. The daughter of a famous lawyer and the chairman of the country's biggest hotel chain, working like a regular person. I begged and pouted, but they didn't budge. Okay, so if I get myself fired, they'll have no reason to make me work. So on my first day at the cafe, I went full chaos mode.
Wendy, bring these drinks to table 3.
I grabbed the tray and hurried over, but just as I reached the table, I pretended to trip and splash the water right into the customer's face. The look on his face was priceless. I almost burst out laughing. Next table, one ordered orange juice. I brought apple. The lady called me back over and over. I ignored her until the 5th time.
I asked for sugar-free orange juice, didn't you?
If you don't like it, you can always try another cafe.
Worst server ever. I'm reporting you to the manager.
Go ahead. Wish granted. I got fired. I went home grinning from ear to ear and proudly told my parents I'd just gotten myself fired. See, Mom and Dad, it's not that I don't want to work, I'm just not built for it.
Then find another job. Work or no spending money.
Dad, you're so mean. I stomped upstairs only to freeze my princess bed, fluffy rug, all my designer clothes. Where on earth were they? Card was frozen too. I had no choice but to job hunt for real. After scrolling through tons of listings, I finally landed on something that sounded easy enough and paid. Okay, dog walking. I called the owner and set up to start the next day. When I rang the doorbell, the door swung open and a corgi shot out, barking like crazy. I nearly jumped out of my skin. Behind him was a guy in a wheelchair.
He had to be the owner. Hi, I'm Wendy, here for the dog walking job.
I'm Daniel, Milo's owner. I had an accident, so I can't walk him much anymore. He's a good boy. You'll get the hang of it.
I eyed the energetic little furball and prayed it wouldn't be a disaster. But nope, first I accidentally took Milo into a no dogs allowed zone in the park. We got chased out. Then I tried the street. Milo bolted like a rocket, dragging me along until I was gasping for breath. He finally stopped just to, well, do his business. Jeez Louise.
Hey, why's your dog doing that right in front of my house?
I spun around to see an angry man clutching a broom like he was ready to swing at us. I'll clean it up right away. So there I was, a once spoiled rich girl, now crouched on the sidewalk picking up dog food. My first day on the job was a total flop.
Milo looks happy. Guess it's been a while since he got out.
Happy for him. I'm about to pass out.
You just need practice. Don't hold the leash too tight. If he pulls too hard, stop or change direction.
Or you could come with us tomorrow and give me a live demo.
I'm not going.
Why not? Daniel hesitated. His expression turned heavy.
I don't want to see the way people look at me now. I used to be the city's basketball prodigy, and now I can't even walk. I still can't accept it.
Maybe you're overthinking it. I'm sure most people don't see you that way. If you don't believe me, just try going out once. I stubbornly wheeled Daniel outside despite his protests. The moment we reached the gate, we ran into his next-door neighbor.
Daniel, long time no see. You look thinner these days. Take care of yourself, okay?
After saying that, she handed the bag of pastries to Daniel.
Your favorite. I just baked them.
Thank you.
We said goodbye and kept walking. Daniel's shoulders seemed to loosen a little.
Daniel?
Daniel's smile froze the second he heard the voice.
How's the leg? Feeling any better?
Don't act like you care. Must feel nice losing a rival on the team, huh?
Surprisingly, the guy just laughed it off.
Not really. I'd rather have you back on the court to fight alongside me. So get well soon, man.
He gave Daniel a pat on the shoulder and walked off. See? People do care about you.
Guess you were right. I've been overthinking. It feels amazing to breathe fresh air again after 2 months. Tomorrow, I'm walking Milo with you.
Deal. From then on, the three of us, me, Daniel, and Milo, took daily walks together. Slowly, Daniel and I grew closer. On Daniel's birthday, I planned a surprise. I took Milo out alone, hoping to swing by a bakery for a cake. I tied his leash to a tree outside the shop and ran in. When I came back out, my Milo was gone. I panicked, searched everywhere. Nothing. Ever since Milo went missing, Daniel has been completely devastated. He didn't blame me, which somehow made me feel even worse. I swore I'd find Milo no matter what. For a whole month, I searched day after day, but there was no trace. I refused to give up. I asked an old flower seller on the street.
I saw that dog with a woman named Mary. Lives at the end of the street.
Thank you so much. I followed her directions to Mary's house. I rang the bell. After a moment, the door opened. A little corgi trotted out behind an older woman. It was Milo, but I recognized the woman. She was that grumpy cafe customer.
You again. What do you want?
She still remembered our little incident. That's actually my dog. Could you please give him back?
A photo doesn't prove anything. There are plenty of brown corgis like him.
But look, he's wagging his tail at me, barking like crazy.
That's just how he acts around strangers. I'm not giving him up.
She slammed the gate shut. No amount of pleading help, but I'd promised myself I'd bring Milo home for Daniel, so I kept coming back every day. She never let me in. One day as I arrived, I heard Milo barking frantically. Something felt off. The gate wasn't locked, so I pushed it open and rushed in, only to find Mrs. Mary collapsed on the floor. I called a doctor right away. After treatment, she was stable again. That's when I learned she had late-stage cancer.
Thank you.
Is there really no one here to look after you?
No husband, no children. My relatives live far away. It's just me. But since Milo came, I haven't felt so lonely.
My heart ached. She just wanted a bit of company in her final years. If you don't mind, I can come visit you every day. She looked a little surprised, then gave a small smile.
Haven't you been coming every day anyway, without my permission?
She didn't say more, but from then on, the gate was always open. When I arrived, I told Daniel I wanted Milo to stay with Mrs. Mary for a while. He agreed, happily even, and offered to come visit her with me. Day by day, the three of us kept her company, wheeling her to the garden for fresh air, reading to her, cooking her favorite meals. She laughed a lot. I think she was truly happy. Months passed so quickly, it felt like we'd become a little family.
Thank you, kids. These have been the happiest days of my life.
I'm happy too. Oh, I baked a blueberry pie today. Let me bring you a slice.
Later, dear. I just want to rest for a bit.
Sure, I'll wake you up in a while. But that nap lasted forever. After the funeral, Daniel and I were sorting through her things when two strangers barged in, acting all high and mighty.
Who are you two? Get out.
And you are?
We're her relatives. From now on, everything she owned is ours, including this house.
She was sick for so long and you never visited. Now you show up just to snatch her things.
I've never seen anyone as shameless as you.
The argument blew up fast. then?
Stop right there.
My dad strode in, stunning everyone in the room.
I'm the attorney Mrs. Mary appointed to read her will according to her wishes. All of her property goes to Wendy.
Me?
That's impossible.
He snatched the will from my dad's hand, scanned every line, and his face slowly sank into frustration.
You have no legal claim. If you keep causing trouble, I'll call the police.
Left with no choice, the so-called relatives stormed out grumbling. Thank goodness you showed up in time.
I've been keeping an eye on you. You've changed a lot, and I'm proud of you.
These past months taught me more than I ever imagined. It really changed the way I see things. I decided to use all the assets Mrs. Mary left behind to set up a charity fund for elderly people living alone. I like to think somewhere out there, she's smiling. While Daniel and I were strolling downtown, he got a call from the hospital. I watched his face light up.
The doctors say there's a real chance I can walk again. I start therapy tomorrow.
I'm coming with you.
When I'm back on my feet, I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
You better keep that promise.
Hey, I'm Kirsty, and I have an identical twin sister called Arabelle. We didn't have a normal upbringing as our mom abandoned us at an orphanage when we were 6. I'm not fully sure why she gave us up. I guess she was young and just couldn't cope. As little kids, my sister and I were close. We used to fool the other kids and the nuns into thinking that we were each other. Arabelle always wore a pink bow in her hair, so we'd both wear one and freak the kids out by double-crossing them in the corridors. Those were good times. But when we got older, everything has changed. I started to become green with envy. And Arabelle? Everyone always liked her more than me. The nuns called her Little Cat, and every kid kept surrounding her like she was a sparkling star or something. They all thought she was so sweet and polite. This annoyed me because I knew the real her. And she wasn't sweet at all, if not a completely fake girl. And she just knew exactly what to say and do to get the most from people. Then when we were 12, a lot had been happening that completely changed our lives. The orphanage had financial problems that could not be saved. Our nuns loved us so much that they didn't want to lose any of us, but they had no choice but to allow the social organization to find us adoptive parents. The nuns didn't want my sister and I to be apart, so they sent us to 2 families in the same town. But the God of justice must be blind as usual. Arabelle was way luckier than me. She was adopted by a wealthier family. My parents loved me anyway, but, well, she received all the best things, and that was just not fair. We went to the same school, and I was so sick of listening to her bragging. When we were at the orphanage, we used to wear the same kind of clothes, but now things were different. Arabelle always stayed in style, wearing the most beautiful clothes. So, although we are identical twin sisters, whenever we stand next to each other, she would be like a queen and I would be a maid. She easily got everything I ever wished for. Princess bed, a large window with a sea view, piano and ballet classes, and an amazing mom and dad. She talked about it all the time, and I got sick hearing it. It seemed like all of the greatest things were not enough for her. She didn't appreciate what they gave her, and just always wanted more. If I were her, I would enjoy that dream life with gratitude and respect. Everything I got. Life was so unfair. Why did Arabelle always have the best? While a girl like me was suffering from the day I was born, adopting one part of a twin made our 2 new families close. My new family was always visiting Arabelle's big house for barbecues and nice dinners. To be honest, I did not want to go there at all. It was not a simple family meeting. It was just an event for her to show up. Her parents were so nice, and just by looking at the way they treated her, I could tell that they loved her so much. They often patted her head and called her puppy. Arabelle acted all sweet then behind their backs. She said this nickname made her feel sick. As she wasn't 5, no one seemed to realize the truth. Arabelle was absolutely not as cute as they ever thought. She actually was kind of insolent, haughty, boastful girl, and most of all, she was a fake. I remember one time when her mother's birthday party was taking place. Her mom looked stunning in that gorgeous dress, and people in the room just stayed silent for a while to show their impressing. Arabelle pretended to be cute and gave tons of compliments to her mom. But as soon as her mom turned her back on us, Arabelle whispered to me, "Look at her stupid smile. She is thinking that she really is beautiful, while everyone knows that I'm the one who looks stunning here." I was so sick of her double life. She was so lucky living that great life, but she had no appreciation for what she already had, and she was so fake. One time, I tried to unmask her true colors. I tried to tell my parents and our mutual friend about how she'd acted behind their backs, but they never believed me and just told me to stop being mean and selfish. They didn't understand a thing about her real version and even scolded me. I was the one who deserved that life, not that fake loser girl. That was when I decided to make a bigger plan. I wanted to replace Arabelle and live her life. I started staring at her work and copied her handwriting. I practiced imitating her voice. We sounded pretty similar, so this was easy. I secretly followed her and her lame friends at school so that I could learn all about their hobbies and habits, but my family was not as wealthy as theirs. I could only stand outside the restaurant, the clothing store, or the cinema. Watching Arabelle enjoy the good life just made my determination grow. When our families met up, I made an effort to get to know her parents more. Her mom likes playing the piano and her dad likes taking care of his bonsai trees. Her mom can't eat seafood and her dad is allergic to peanut butter. I jotted down every little detail about her life in my planning book. There were a lot of things I needed to learn until I was fully confident that I could become a second Arabelle and successfully replace her. But then something suddenly happened that made me speed up my plan. This boy called Milo I liked at school started flirting with my sister and she flirted back. She knew I liked him, but this didn't stop her from agreeing to go on a date with him. She was such a demon. At this point, I couldn't stand her walking around and stealing all the best things I've ever wanted in my life. I had a plan. Back when I was in the orphanage, there was a man who often came to us and said impolitely to the nuns that they should sell him some children to solve their financial worries. Of course, the nuns refused him and kicked him out. He continued to come over a couple of times, and once he gave us his phone number, saying that if any of us got into trouble, we could find him. Then the nun showed up and threatened to call the cops. Well, that was the last time I saw him. I always kept that number because I knew there would be a day I would need it, and that day finally came. I called him and we came up with a plan to solve my Arabelle issue. He sent her an anonymous message telling her to come to a secluded corner in the park and to find out some juicy gossip about Milo. Of course, my nosy sister agreed. The man promised my sister would be sent to another place to work to help him earn money, and she wouldn't be harmed. I left a letter at home saying I'd had enough of the poor life and I'd found a better place to go. I told my parents not to be sad and not to look for me. I hid in a corner of the park and waited for my sister to appear. Then when they took her, I could easily hop into her life and replace her. There would be no more Kirsty anymore, as I would perfectly be back as Arabelle. Well, the better version of her. Suddenly, I saw a black car stop in the distance. Two tattooed guys got out of the car. I could see guns in their back. They stopped for a moment to wet a hanky with some liquid thing. This didn't feel right. I knew that this was going way too far. They would hurt my sister, and I was the one who was participating in this sin. And I knew that I would live in guilt for the rest of my life if I ever let it happen. I immediately ran out from where I was hiding, grabbed my sister's hand and pulled her away. I heard their footsteps right behind us, so I ran as fast as possible to the crowd of people and screamed loudly at the same time to let people around pay attention to us. The other two men probably gave up when we ran into the crowd. After we got back to her home, I told her that I happened to be walking past and overheard the guys saying they were going to kidnap her. Then I just ran to reach her as fast as possible without thinking. She hugged me and thanked me for saving her life. She said that she always thought that I didn't like her, and she used to feel that way about me too. Wow, that moment she came clear that she used to think that I was just a gross, dirty girl and didn't deserve to be around her. And she, from time to time, tried to pretend herself in front of me just to make me jealous. She was so sorry for her selfish mind and promised to change her character for me. I also told her that sometimes I became so mean because of envy, but facing this dangerous situation made me realize how much she means to me, and I will not let jealousy blind me anymore. Turns out living a great life was that simple. We just need to talk straight and openly with each other to solve the problems between us. As for my parents, they read the letter, I left them and got upset. We had a good talk, and I realized I was being the ungrateful one. Yes, so they didn't have as much money as Arabelle's family did, but they were good people who cared about me. Arabelle hadn't been the only selfish one. I'd been selfish too. Life's good, and Arabelle and I are getting on better than ever. Still, the guilt from what I planned eats me up. Should I come clean about what really happened? Or should I keep it a secret and carry on like normal? I mean, it's not like anyone was hurt, right?
Hi, I'm Rowan, the first redhead. My dad was the governor. I always knew how lucky I was. A happy life and a loving family. My parents supported everything I loved. I still remembered when Dad ordered me a full set of paintbrushes all the way from Italy. My dream was to become a world-famous artist. Literally everyone knew that, even Iris. Ah, she's also a girl with red hair. Iris was gentle and sweet, even though kids at school could be brutal. When they found out her mom worked night shifts as a nurse, and she didn't have a dad picking her up, I still remember how Iris would laugh it off, then quietly cry in the bathroom later.
I don't get why you still hang out with me. Your life is way too different.
Because you're my friend, that's it.
I mean, Rowan, thank you. You really matter to me.
Iris already had so little, so I always tried to treat her extra kindly. She slept over at my house a lot, usually because her mom was working the night shift at the hospital.
My mom says thanks for letting me sleep here again.
And my mom said to just treat this place like your home. One night, we sat in the garden drinking warm tea while waiting for shooting stars.
Look. Oh, I wish I'd become an actress on real screens. Big ones.
And I'll be an artist with paintings. Everyone in the world knows we're gonna make it, right?
When we're famous, we won't forget each other.
Always. High school started and we grabbed attention on day 1. People recognized us.
Are you guys the Leap Day twins?
The red-haired girls.
For weeks, students kept coming up to us just to take photos with us. Iris loved it, the attention, the admiration, all of it. She smiled more and got more confident every day. Me? Whenever I could, I'd slip away to some quiet hallway or hidden corner to get lost in my paintings. That's how I found that garden. It wasn't crowded, but the flowers were beautiful. Every afternoon, I'd take my canvas there and paint whatever my heart wanted. But sometimes I felt it, like someone was watching me around. Then the attention slowly faded. People stopped talking about the redhead duo, and life went back to normal.
This sucks. It's like we don't even exist anymore.
I just laughed. Honestly, I liked the piece. One day, in the school bathroom, I overheard 2 girls talking. I wasn't really paying attention until I heard our names.
Honestly, Iris is only known because she looks like Rowan.
Exactly. Without Rowan, she's nothing. Leap Day twins, please. One's the original, the other's just a copy. I took a breath, stepped out of the stall, and looked straight at them. You don't get to talk about Iris like that. They froze, muttered some awkward apology, and rushed out. Thank goodness Iris didn't hear. My fragile best friend did not deserve that. That afternoon, my art teacher asked me to stay after class. She smiled and slid an envelope toward me.
This is an exchange program in Italy. They only accept a few students every year. You should think about it.
My hand shook as I opened it. I read it again and again just to make sure it was real. An art school in Italy. It felt like my dream was finally being seen. When I walked out, Iris was waiting. I thought she'd smile, scream, freak out with me like best friends do. But instead, her face slowly fell.
If you leave, I don't think I can handle it.
Those words hit way harder than I expected. We'd once promised each other under the stars that our future always included both of us. And yeah, I only had one best friend. Opportunities would come again if I was really good enough. So in the end, I turned the offer down. In the days after that, I kept going back to the garden to paint. That's when I realized I wasn't alone. Through the ivy, I caught someone watching me, a really good-looking guy. Sketchbook on his lap, pencil moving slowly, and trying terribly hard not to look embarrassed that I noticed.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I come here to draw too.
What are you drawing? He hesitated, then turned the sketchbook around. You drew me?
I'm sorry I didn't ask first. I just liked how calm you looked, like you forgot the whole world even existed.
I thought I'd be mad or call him a creep or something, but instead I laughed. Jeez Louise, I'd never even thought of myself as pretty like that. I'm Rowan.
You can call me Elliot.
We sat there for a while, talking about art, somehow totally in sync. Then we talked about everything else. Little by little, that garden became our spot. I smiled every time I knew I'd see him. My heart felt lighter around him.
You've been smiling a lot lately. That's weird.
I told Iris about the garden and about Elliot because that's what best friends do, right? She listened at first, then frowned.
Are you sure he really likes you? I mean, guys like that usually aren't serious.
Elliot's not like that.
People who pay that much attention, they are never simple. Just be careful, okay? I don't want you hurt.
She squeezed my hand. I smiled back. Maybe she was right. I didn't even know Elliot that well yet. A few days later, Iris asked me to walk home so we could stop for ice cream. Halfway there, she suddenly froze.
Wait, look.
I followed her gaze, and my chest heightened. On the other side of the street, Elliot was carrying a girl on his back. Her arms were loosely around his shoulders. Her head rested against his neck.
Rowan, look at them. I didn't want to say anything before, but I had a bad feeling.
After that, I avoided him everywhere. There was no reason to talk to him anymore. One afternoon, in an empty hallway, someone grabbed my shoulder and turned me around. Elliot.
Why are you avoiding me? What did I do wrong?
I saw you with your girlfriend. You were carrying her.
She wasn't my girlfriend, just a stranger who got hurt. She asked me for help.
He's totally gonna lie. Trust me. He'll say he was just helping someone in need. No guy ever admits the truth. Stay sharp.
And Rowan, I should tell you, Iris texted me. She flirted with me. She knows about us. And
Stop. He looked right into my eyes, waiting. My mind spun. Iris had been my best friend for 17 years. And Elliot, I'm so sorry. I have to go. I went back to spending time with Iris like before. From the outside, nothing changed, but the easy happiness I once felt around her was gone. Then something wild happened. A TV network wanted to make a teen movie inspired by the red-haired Leap Day girls. They wanted me and Iris to play twins.
Please.
But my first instinct was to say no. That life wasn't mine.
This is my dream, to be an actress on big screens.
For a second, I thought about my art dream, the one I'd already sacrificed. But the joy in her eyes made me feel selfish for even hesitating. I had to support her, right? The audition took place in a real studio, and Iris was shaking with excitement. They gave us the script right before we went in. I skimmed it and frowned. The scene they wanted was a fight between the twins.
We want it to feel real. Don't hold back.
We started acting. Iris's voice trembled like she was really emotional. Then it happened. She slapped me. It wasn't in the script. The slap was hard. My cheeks burned hot. The whole studio went silent.
Amazing. So real.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Rowan, I didn't mean to hit that hard. I was just acting.
Everyone laughed it off. The director looked thrilled. I nodded quietly, but I was the only one who saw her eyes at that moment. Cold, jealous, almost hungry. I couldn't recognize my best friend. The movie went ahead anyway. Months later, it premiered and blew up. Interviews, headlines, red carpets, everything hit at once. Iris was over the moon. She stepped forward a little more, answered first, glowed under the lights like a real star, and I was happy for her. The movie premiere press conference was loud and chaotic, with fans screaming and cameras flashing non-stop. A reporter pushed his mic forward from the crowd.
Iris, how do you feel about people saying you're just Rowan's shadow?
It was such a rude question. At first, I thought Iris would just ignore it.
I guess people don't really know what it feels like.
The room went quiet. Only the sound of cameras kept clicking.
I grew up. Poor kids at school made fun of me. They said I was just a copy.
That must have been really hard for you. Owen's shadow?
Yeah, I went through everything alone, and honestly, if I hadn't been strong enough, I don't think I'd even be here today.
I looked at Iris and shook my head slightly, silently begging her to stop, just for a second and remember us. Somehow, she erased me and my family from her past. She denied every bit of love we gave her. And just like that, I became the villain in her story. Her tears suddenly made everything crystal clear. Iris had been jealous for a long time. She was craving what I had, wanting me pushed down so she could rise. But I still stayed quiet. I stood up to leave. Then someone grabbed my hand. Elliot again.
Iris, I think you're only telling half the truth.
His voice was calm and steady, the way someone speaks when they've seen the whole picture. He talked about what really happened. The manipulation, the slow collapse of a friendship that once felt genuine but had been eaten away by jealousy.
Liar.
She lunged at him, yelling. Her face twisted with anger, and people rushed in to hold her back. Watching her struggle like that, I knew there was nothing left to save. A year later, the red-haired duo had quietly disappeared from the media. Iris moved back in with her mom, returning to the life she'd tried so hard to escape. Her dream didn't end because of poverty. It ended because jealousy had hollowed her out from the inside. The door swung open, and I couldn't help smiling when I saw his face.
Rowan, my love, I think it's time you moved somewhere new, just for us.
Where? Elliot set 2 envelopes on the table in front of me.
Italy.